What they say about the first trimester being difficult is very, 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 very true. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mickey. Today I thought it would be fun to kind of go through week by week and talk you guys through what my first trimester experience was like. So 2 weeks ago I went public and announced my pregnancy. This is my very first baby. I'm 23 years old, and as of today, the day I'm filming this, I am 14 weeks and 3 days along in my pregnancy, and I wanted to go back and talk about what the first trimester is like. I know a lot of women don't share their pregnancy until their first trimester is over, so I really wanted to talk about it because what they say about the first trimester being very difficult is very true. Jupiter. In my experience. So I really wanted to share what that's been like for me. So this is going to be part one of a two-part little series. Before I go into the details, don't forget guys to give the video a big thumbs up. Press that subscribe down below. I'm going to be making a bunch more mommy pregnancy lifestyle content going forward. It's my favorite type of video to watch. So I am so excited that I can finally make that type of video as well. I'm gonna dive right in. We got lots to cover, of course. When I found out I was pregnant, I thought that I was 5 weeks along. That is because your first estimated due date is calculated from the first day of your last period. And for me, that was 5 weeks from when I found out. However, I have kind of a long cycle, longer than what is typical, so I was only actually 4 weeks when I found out. The 2 week wait period, which I made a video about my 2 week wait symptoms, I will link above and in the description below for you. That kind of 2 week wait period is actually weeks 3 and 4 of your pregnancy journey. So I'm starting this video off on week 5. Week 5, some of these symptoms do overlap with what was going on during my 2 week wait. And the first one that I have written down that was definitely something that started the week that I found out I was pregnant is that I was getting extremely sweaty hands and feet. Like so sweaty and clammy. I barely ever have sweaty hands. There I was chilling with my sweaty hands, my sweaty feet. And with that also I was getting hot flashes. Really bad hot flashes. I found out I was pregnant on the 16th of February. So I live in Southern Ontario, Canada, and I was it's cold. It's cold in February. And yeah, I was just getting these really crazy hot flashes. And the next thing is that I had heightened smell. I could have sworn that I was smelling cat pee. I do have 2 cats. Everywhere I went, all I could smell was cat pee. Was in the bathroom, I could smell cat pee. And my cats have never peed in the bathroom, never peed on the rugs, never peed on the towels. But I really felt like I could really strongly smell cat pee everywhere I went. One is nausea. So the nausea, I would say, started kind of the day that I found out. I really was getting nauseous. I found out later that the prenatals that I was taking, that I took before I was pregnant to help me conceive, and that I was taking at the beginning of my pregnancy, they contained iron, and those ones made me very sick. I can't take the prenatals with iron. It just makes me really sick. So I try my best to make sure I get enough iron in my diet instead. This one I talked about in my 2 week wait. I was so tired. By the time I got to week 5, I didn't have that exhaustion to the point of needing a nap all the time. But the tiredness has really not gone away this whole first trimester. Next, I was very thirsty. So very thirsty, which caused me to get really dry lips. And then, of course, drinking more made me need to use the restroom more. And this week, like I said, I was very nauseous. So I had quite a few food aversions. I was so turned off of anything sweet. Drinks, not drink any juice, could not drink any pop, nothing like that. The sweetness was just like, no thanks. And I also was having a big aversion to vegetables. Fruits as well, of course, but that kind of falls into the sweet category, but vegetables were just like a hard no for me. The next one, like a little TMI to say on the internet, but I got my nipples were very hard. The next symptom actually really bothered me and made me pretty upset, and that is that I was getting really, really angry. Like, I'm not at all a very angry person. You know, that like blood boiling, heart pumping anger is not really something I experience very often, but I was experiencing it almost daily. In week 5, at the end of week 5, I also got my first blood work done. Hey guys, a little bit of a mess, but I just got back from the blood clinic. I have to take a urine sample in tomorrow, and yeah, this blood work will tell me officially if I'm pregnant or not, amongst other things. So yeah, that's just my update. My very first appointment. So I went to a blood work clinic that my family doctor had sent my requisitions to, and that blood work was to confirm the pregnancy and check on blood levels, make sure I'm healthy, make sure that things are going to go the best that they can for me. And that brings us to week 6. Week 6 was the worst week, hands down the worst week of my pregnancy. First of all, we'll talk about the things that are kind of the same. So I was still tired, but I wrote but less. So not as tired, but still tired. Very impatient, very moody, thirsty. Again, like I said, that kind of stuck with me the whole pregnancy. This is when I started getting some soreness in my breasts as well. The nausea was so out of control. I was sick to my stomach, throwing up at least 4 or 5 times every single day for like 4 days straight. I couldn't keep down any food at all. Hey, I'm sitting in the bathroom in front of La Toilette. I haven't been able to keep food down for like 2 days, so that's been really rough. And I'm just trying not to be sick right now because I did eat something and I want to keep it down. So yeah, I thought I would just film a little clip so you guys can see how struggle I am. I'm filming this week 6, day 3. It's been really hard and I just feel exhausted. It's like 1 in the morning. I'm really having a hard time with the nausea specifically and being sick. So that was a fail. Tried my best to keep it in, but week 6, I also was prescribed diclectin, and if you don't know what that is, it's a anti-nausea, anti-morning sickness medication, mostly used for pregnant women who are experiencing extreme morning sickness, nausea, vomiting, things like that. And I wanted to kind of talk about this in a little bit of detail because at that point I had felt that that was kind of a failure. Like, I'm not strong enough to do the thing that my body was made to do. I'm getting a little emotional, don't mind me. I felt that that made me weak, that made me a failure. It would only be a failure if I let myself starve, you know, 4 days of not being able to keep down any food. Like, that's not that's not healthy, and that's not okay. That's not going to provide the nutrition that you need for the baby. That's not even going to keep you alive. I had to realize that it's not a failure to go on medication. It's doing what's right for my health and therefore the baby's health. On a happier note, in week 6 is also when I did my first ultrasound. At this point, I thought that I was 7 weeks. I thought I was a week ahead still. At the ultrasound is when they told me I was 6 weeks. I do have a video of that. They let me film, so I'm gonna insert that clip in a second.
This is the baby here.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so amazing.
You see it?
Yeah. Oh my God. On my way to and from the ultrasound is when I had my first experience with motion sickness. Every time I have been in a car since week 6 of my pregnancy, I have gotten so motion sick and felt so ill. Ugh. Next, we're going to do week 7. Week 7 of my pregnancy is when I finally started to feel much better because I was on the medication. Unfortunately though, the medication did make me feel very groggy. It is in the family of, like, I think Gravol. I was getting more thirsty. I was getting much more thirsty, which I am right now. The soreness in my chest was continuing, and I wrote smells vomit emoji. Again, like, smells were just like really grossing me out. So now we are on to week 8 of the pregnancy. At this point, I was still having tenderness in my chest. I was on the toilet a lot, going pee. I had to pee so much. And in the same kind of realm of bathroom related symptoms, I was struggling with constipation, which is something that has definitely continued and has been really bad this week, actually. Fun fact. And with that, I was also super gassy. The next thing was that I was ravenously hungry. I was so hungry all the time. It was crazy. And the last symptom that I have for this week is that I had started craving sweet things. So I went through a phase that I was so obsessed with popsicles. I just, popsicles hit the spot. Kind of having an aversion to drinking plain water. I really wanted juices, pops, things that were not just water. The last week that I'm gonna go into in this part is week 9. Week 9, I was still having the moodiness, still having the exhaustion, still needing to go pee a lot, like a lot. Or new symptom was that I was experiencing a huge increase in cervical mucus, or as other people might know it, vaginal discharge. I was getting to the point where I needed to change my underpants quite often, multiple times a day. Yeah, that's fun. And that is a great place to leave off this video. I will go. So that is going to be it for part 1. Don't forget, guys, there is going to be a part 2 on Friday. So press that subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out if you want to hear what weeks 10 through 14 have been like. And I will go into a little bit of detail about what my first OBGYN appointment was like as well. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.